buying something, and then it's happened that the girlfriend says, you need to send me money or else I'm gonna be in jail, you know. You need to send me 4,500 because here I borrowed from my neighbor, and if I didn't pay, and if you cannot send me, then I will be in prison. And then he asked my opinion on what's my point on that, and my answer is don't send. You know, don't send because it's her problem.
Well, it's not quite that, is it? Not just that, honey. The fact is that they don't. If you borrow money from somebody and you don't pay it back, the police are not empowered to come down and put you in prison.
Yeah, because the way the message is, it seems that the girlfriend says, you need to send me money because I will be in prison. You know, it's not true. You know, it's not true, because if I borrow from my if I borrow money from my neighbor and then I cannot pay, my neighbor cannot put me in prison, because how could I able to pay if he put me in prison?
It would also mean that
you know, and it's just an alibi. That's why.
It would also mean several million Filipinos would be in prison right now.
Yeah, it's just an alibi, as I said in our previous videos, that it's a red flag. You know, it's a hint that she was not telling the truth, and it's a hint that she's just playing in the relationship. Because as I said, the relationship is not based on material things. It's not the foundations of the relationship is not based on how much you send to your girlfriend. It's not based on how much chocolate, how much imported products that you sent to your girlfriend so that she could able to love you. You know, it's not like that. The foundations of the relationship is trust and respect to each other. You know, because if the foundations of the relationship is based on material things, then when the material things is gone, the relationship will break up. So that's why my advice to you is, if that girlfriend is harassing you or making some alibis, then don't believe it. You know, don't believe it, and just open your eyes. Don't just be narrow that that girl is sexy, that girl is beautiful, I want to be spent with my life with her. You know, because the relationship also, if you're looking for a wife, not just look your wife, not just look in outside, you know, not just look on outside body and outside look, but at the same time look the inner one. You know, look the one, the good behavior, you know, the good the characteristics, the attitude, because the beauty will pass by. You know, in just few years that you've been together, that beauty will demolish, you know, but the attitude will fight forever.
I don't know. I mean, look,
you're demolished, one.
I'm demolished.
It's just a joke.
I've been described in a lot of different ways, and I've never been described as demolished.
You know, so the important thing is the attitude, and if you could not able to trust, if you could not able to give your trust to that person, then how could the relationship would long last? So that's my advice. And then there's another one asking an advice. I just add on and continue. Okay, so what was the other message, Han, that I need my advice?
I think the other one was from a 69-year-old former Marine who wanted to know if we felt it was safe for him to take up pole dancing.
There's another one. There's another that wanting to answer. The question is, where should I want? Is it safe if I live in the countryside? You know, is it safe? And my answer to you is, there is no safe place in the world. You know, whether you live in condominium in the city, whether you live in a big apartment with 100 guards, it's still not guaranteed that you're safe, because you never know. There's an earthquake, you know, the guard will not help you because there's an earthquake. So whatever place that you are, there's no safe. And if you're just scared, if you're scared of your life, then you will not enjoy life, you know. So my answer to your questions, is it safe to live in the countryside? there's no safest place in the world. All you need to do is, if you're living in the countryside, be good to your neighbor. Be good to your neighbor, because your neighbor will be good to you. And at the same time, don't act like an arrogant, you know, because you're living in a foreign country, and don't offend your neighbors, don't offend to anyone else. And that's why when Terence, when we go to for example, we went somewhere, and then there's some people that drank, and then they said to Terence, Americano, drink, and then Terence said, no thanks, you know, so, no thanks. And then if I heard something to them that they're